Hello, movie fans, and welcome to the latest edition of Movie Talk. I'm John Hansen, along with Steve Goodwin. And for those of you who are in town for the State Fair, just wanted to mention that if you're catching a movie at Galaxy 10, remember to bring cash, because they only accept cash and they don't have an ATM machine. So that throws all of us off the first time we go there. But it's a nice theater, and there's lots of good movies to check out there, including this week's topic, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, which, as I understand it, Steve, is the third filmic attempt at a franchise there. The first one started in '68 with Charlton Heston and led to 5 movies total. And then there was Tim Burton's 2001 film. And now this one, which I thought was a prequel to that, actually isn't. It's just a third attempt at launching it. And I hate it when franchises do that, but this is a good enough movie that I recommend it anyway. I mean, it touches on a lot of the templates of apes who are raised as humans, which is kind of a surprisingly prolific subgenre in science fiction. Lots of good books and movies on this subject. The only complaint I have about Rise of the Planet of the Apes is it's slightly manipulative, in the sense that they have this cute little chimp that they bring home from the lab. James Franco's character does. And you immediately love him. He's lovable. And then he grows up to be this handsome chimp. And so in a lot of Apes films, you're rooting for the humans. They kind of mix it up a little. Some of them you are rooting for the apes. But this one, you're definitely on the side of the simians, aren't you? And except for James Franco and Frida Pinto and John Lithgow, who have their family there that's taking care of Caesar, played by Andy Serkis, who also did Gollum in Lord of the Rings. And he deserves some serious award consideration for this performance as the chimp.
I enjoyed it. I thought, I think they're going to have a franchise that kind of left it open. I think there's a door there open for, obviously, a couple more movies. I thought the special effects were great. I mean, right in line with Avatar. I thought they're getting so good. The first movies that I noticed that, those two are very good, and they're so much better than the George Lucas movies, the Star Wars that came out years ago. But I thought they hit this one really. I thought it was a great movie. I think it's one of those movies you need to go see at the theater. And I thought John Lithgow was good as the father suffering from Alzheimer's, and I think it's just a really solid movie. And you care about Caesar, and you care about what happens to him, and and you want something to happen to the people that work in the lack of a better word, kennel or cage, how they keep them, prison. And yeah, basically. And I thought they really did a good job. I think it's a good family movie, and I think it's a movie that you're definitely, in my opinion, going to see a sequel in a year or two. We're going to touch a little bit on a theme, I guess, is the animals that are kind of taking over, or when the animals get, out of hand, and when animals attack, basically. And my favorite, as far as that goes, is Jaws, which I'm sure most people have seen it, but if you haven't, it was made in 1975. It was basically the reason we have the term summer blockbuster. At the time it came out, it was the largest grossing movie of all time. A few years later, Star Wars took that mantle from them, but Jaws is one of my favorite movies. It made me start loving to go to movies when I first saw Jaws.
For my classic pick, I'm going to go a different direction, because these Apes films, Planet of the Apes franchise, it's really there's some rich material to choose from there, because it's not like this one has apes attacking humans, rising up against their oppressors. That's just one of many science fiction themes in these movies, and it's not even in all of them. There's also time travel, right, sure. And just the exploration of evolution, and how we are the the race in power, but what if things had fallen slightly differently? Right. It's interesting to think about. So I can't really top Jaws for an animals attack movie. So my pick of the week is just the entire Planet of the Apes franchise.
I'm going to give Rise of the Planet of the Apes 3 buckets of popcorn, which is a see it on our scale. I just think it's a good movie. I think you'll be entertained by it, and I think it's a good family night out at the movies. And I thought it was very entertaining. I didn't think it was a 4-star. I haven't seen one of those yet. Haven't seen one of those for a long time. But this is a good movie. I think it stands on its own, and I can definitely see where there'll be some sequels to this.
Well, I hate to be so agreeable with you, but I also will say 3 out of 4 buckets of popcorn. It's a definite see it. And there's not many movies where I go out of my way to mention the special effects, because I don't like those to get all the attention, because to me, if a story, even an old movie with bad special effects, that can be overcome with a good story. The Apes films, though, have all had great makeup effects, and this one is pretty amazing. You believe it when the apes are pouncing through San Francisco, and yeah, you believe all of it, and also the specific facial expressions on Caesar. So it's really a noteworthy movie for its special effects. All right. So go see Rise of the Planet of the Apes and check out the classic Apes films, as well as Jaws if you want a good animals attack movie. And we'll see you next time on Movie Talk.